I left my husband and family. It was just me and the Lord.
Well, I don't know if you know how extraordinary this is, but by some miraculous means, you have made it 100 miles to freedom.
Harriet Tubman, an
All by
iconic
yourself.
figure because of the Underground Railroad and all of her good work. Almost impossible to believe,
Would you
but
like to pick a
very
new
true.
name?
Cynthia Erivo
mark
plays
your
Harriet.
freedom. Most
Kasi Lemmons
ex-slaves
is the
do whatever they
director.
want.
And when I met with both of them, I was wondering what we didn't know about Harriet Tubman
Call my
that they
mom.
found interesting.
I did not know that she saved the little money that she got from being loaned out to other plantations, namely Thompson's farm, and garnered enough to hire a lawyer to draw up the papers to prove that her mother was supposed to be free when she was 45.
Probably also the owner got a cut,
Oh,
too.
yeah, no, they're paying, that's what they're doing. So
Yes.
he, Brodus, her slave owner, had a lot of money problems. So he would loan her out, and then he would get money for that. But Thompson paid her a little tiny bit on the side, coins, and she was able to save enough to hire a lawyer.
The fugitive slave law.
Right.
Yeah.
Talk about that, because your escape to freedom just got wiped out.
Right.
The Fugitive Slave Act was to try and appease the South to prevent civil war, basically. And so before that, as soon as you stepped into freedom, you were free.
Yes.
Now, your slave owners were allowed to come up, and bounty hunters, and capture anybody that had once been enslaved, even if you've been free now for a decade. And so, of course, that's what led Harriet and the Underground Railroad to have to take people all the way to Canada.
How can we possibly appreciate the level of pain and grit that it took just to make the trips? How could you?
I mean, it's hard to think, because I don't know that any of us can possibly know the exact pain that people would feel at that moment. But I think from the learning, from the reading, from the learning about what history has done through time, from the things that are happening now to people who are, for instance, let's say those families that are being kept at the border who are being ripped apart, those are examples of what happens when we don't take care of our freedoms, when we aren't paying attention to those things. So I think if we take these things that hurt now and understand that those things were almost doubly worse.
Routine.
Routine. Thank you so much for talking to me about this. I'm Patrick Stoner.
I don't want to hurt you bad. You stay at home, stay with John, stay with us.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft and culture of filmmaking that enhance our communities for television stations and websites around the country.
I'm Patrick Stoner. Watch more interviews by subscribing to WHYY.